how do we actually go ahead and create our Amazon KDP account and how do we upload our books to it. Okay, so quite exciting. From my last video, I had a few of you reach out and say, first of all, thank you so much for the comments, and please keep them coming in the YouTube clip. I really appreciate the feedback. Let's talk Amazon KDP and let's get more specific. So I'm going to try and film this super fast, and I might put it on fast forward as we go through the screens, just to walk you through how you actually do this. So let's hop on over to Amazon KDP and get started. Okay, so where you go is you go to kdp.amazon.com and you're going to arrive at this website, and now we're going to go ahead and we're either going to sign up, or if you have an existing Amazon account, you can actually sign in with your Amazon account. I'm going to go ahead and sign up for a new account just to show you how to go through the process. So here we go, we're going to click on sign up. Okay, so when you hit this screen, you're going to go ahead to the bottom here where it says new to KDP, and you're going to say create your KDP account. You're going to obviously type in your details, and once you've typed out your details, you're going to go ahead and create your account. KDP wants to make sure we are human, so you'll have to solve a puzzle. And you'll be emailed a one-time PIN. Right, then you need to add a mobile number, and again it's going to verify your mobile number. So once you've got your verification code from your mobile number, you're going to go ahead and click on create your Amazon account. There are some terms and conditions which you should read through. Once you've read them, click on the agree button. And well done, you now have step 1 done. You actually have a KDP account. Right up here, it's going to tell you your account information is incomplete, and before you publish a book, you need to complete it. So you just click on the link to go and update. Okay, so once you've clicked on that link, you come through to the things that Amazon needs to know about you before you can set up your KDP account. So it needs to know where you live, how you want to get paid, and it needs your tax information. So go ahead and get started with filling all of this in. Rightio, so once you've filled in your address details, your banking details, you're going to go ahead and complete your tax information, and this will differ depending on which country you're in. So really you just want to go in and complete all of this information, and once you've completed all of this information, you're all set up to start posting and earning money on your books. Rightio, so now we've verified who we are, where we live, who we bank with, and we've given our tax information, because let's face it, you need all of that if you want to make any money from anywhere. And now we're ready to start publishing on Amazon KDP. So what's next? We're going to hop along and go through the motions. So here you are on your KDP. You've got 3 options now on your KDP account. You can create a Kindle ebook. So this is if you were creating, let's say, a work of fiction or whatever the case is, and you wanted it to be sold on Kindle. What we are more interested for low content and no content books, and the kind of books we're talking about creating, you have 2 options. You can create a paperback or a hardcover. Now, when I first created my KDP account, the hardcover option wasn't there, and I'm super excited about hardcover because things like planners, let's face it, don't work well as paperbacks. So it gives us so many more options as creators. Okay, so let's just go in and create a paperback for the sake of convenience. So you're going to go ahead and click on paperback, and then it's really quite simple. It just takes you through 3 basic steps where you upload your books and you choose your pricing, etc. And that's all there is to it. You then submit it to Amazon, and it takes a few days, anywhere from 3 days to a little bit longer, to actually approve your KDP book and actually place it on Amazon. So let's get started. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to put in your book title. You can make your book title anything, your subtitle anything, but please be aware of SEO, right? So even on Amazon there's SEO, and you're going to want to do some research. This video isn't about research, that's a whole another video in itself. But you're going to want to do some research into what keyword terms you are targeting, and you're going to want to make that obvious in your book title, etc. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to fill in your title. If it's a series of books you're creating, you're going to enter any series details and edition numbers. you're going to put in the author's name. Now you can make the author name absolutely anything you want. It can be, absolutely anything. So you don't have to publish under your own name. You can create pseudonyms for your books. If there's any contributors, you would have that here. And then here is where you put your description. Again, this is not about keyword research or SEO, but super important to do that research and to fill in that description field really clearly, okay? So you've got your description field, publishing rights. Obviously, if you've created it yourself, you're going to have all of that be normal, that you own it or that it's a public work. So if it's a public work, it means that there are actually thousands of books out there that are actually public works that are free to you for you to go and republish. You can literally just slap on a new cover and you can go and republish that published work. So if you're getting started, that might be a good place to, a good place to start really. You could go and grab one of these previously published works and republish it with a new cover and start just dabbling. So that's what that publishing is all about. Then you've got your keywords. Again, once you've done your research, you're going to fill in these keywords, keyword fields. And then also your categories. You're going to choose your categories. You're going to say whether it's large print or not and whether it's adult content. And once you've filled out this form, you're going to click Save and Continue. Okay, so the next screen you're going to come to is your actual content. So this is the important bit. Well, actually the previous screen is probably the important bit with the title, the description, and those ever important keywords and categories. But this is the important part when it comes to uploading your book. So on the second tab, you've got your paperback content. So when it comes to ISBN, you can totally use the free Amazon ISBN, or you can use your own ISBN. When it would be a good idea to use your own ISBN is when you're planning to publish the same work across various publishers, so not just on Amazon KDP. Then it would make sense to go and get your own ISBN and use that across all of the places that you're going to be marketing your book. But when you're starting out, you can totally just leave it on Get Your KDP ISBN. The publication date, you can specify a future date, or you can leave it and Amazon will publish it on the day that it's uploaded. And here is the first section that's important. These are your print options. So when you did your design, you will have already decided your page size, your book size, your paper type, etc. And you'll know all of these. So you're going to choose black and white interior or standard interior or premium interior or black and white interior with cream paper. Most people have black and white interior with white paper when it comes to low content or no content books. Then you choose your trim size here. So if you want to select a different size, you click on that button and it gives you all the possible sizes of books. Now, again, part of your research when you were researching the book that you were going to create would be what sizes are most popular for that type of book. So if you're doing a journal, what's the most popular size? Is it 6x9? Is it 5x8? Is it 8x11? What is the best sellers? What size are they? If you created something that's like a pocket diary or a pocket journal, then you may choose the smaller size. If you've got something that's quite extensive, then you might want to choose a bigger size. But these are all the standard sizes that are available on Amazon KDP, and they've got amazing resources in KDP itself where you can get all of this information before you start designing. So the most popular sizes are probably 6x9 and 8x10. Those are probably the most popular sizes, but again, depends on what book you're uploading. Okay, so pick your size. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Okay, so you're going to go ahead and upload your book cover. You'll see that Amazon automatically checks for any quality issues with your book cover. It also goes ahead and checks your trim size. And then it saves all of this and opens up the previewer for you to check your book. Okay, so on the sidebar here, quality check, it's going to tell you if there's any issues here with any parts of your book that you've uploaded. And now you can literally just page through and see all the parts of your book and make sure that it all is all exactly the way you envisaged it being. And if you're happy, you're going to go ahead and click on approve. If there's anything you want to change, you're going to click on exit and go back to the previous screen. So we're going to go ahead and click on approve. And you'll see that we've now got a tick under the paperback details. We've got a tick under the paperback content. And we can now save and continue and go on to the next step. So importantly, after you've previewed your book, if you go to the bottom of this middle screen, the paperback content screen, you're going to see your printing costs for your book right here across all the different marketplaces. So the beauty with Amazon is you're going to upload this in one place and you can decide which marketplaces to make it available in, as many or as few as you want it to be available in. Obviously, Amazon.com is the main one, and the .co.uk as well. But again, depending on your content, your niche, your book, etc., you may want to put that in different marketplaces. So you're going to want to make a note here of your printing costs for your book, and then you're going to click through to save and continue. So once you've done that, you come through to the third and final tab of uploading your book to KDP. So it's going to ask you where do you want your distribution rights to be. And so you can choose exactly where you want that to be. You can choose the primary marketplace from any of the available marketplaces. And then you can go and actually set your list price in the different marketplaces. So you could set it cheaper, for example, in the one marketplace than the other. So if you remember your costs from the screen before, you can then go and input whatever price you want to. So let's say, for example, you're going to make it $9, and it's automatically going to calculate all of the other prices for you, but you can go in and adjust anything in any of these. Okay. So there you go. It'll show you your printing costs again in this column once you've put the amount in, shows you your rate with Amazon, and it shows you your royalty. So you can see with this book, every time I sell a copy, I will make $2.58 if I'm selling it for $9. So you're making a little bit under a third of the price, of the cost of whatever you're marketing your book for, which is not bad for, as you can see, about, I don't know, what has it taken us, about 10 minutes or 20 minutes to upload this book to Amazon. Okay, so that's the last step. You're going to go ahead and set your price, and then you're going to go ahead and click on publish your paperback book. And it's then going to go into, now I'm not going to do this because this is an interior and exterior that I've used before, but once you publish your paperback book, it's going to take a few days for it to be authorized by Amazon. It'll tell you when you come back into your KDP, it'll tell you in your library if it's live or if it's still waiting to be published. I think on the first book you submit, sometimes this can take a little bit longer, but typically it's about 3 business days. I think on my first book I maybe waited 4 or 5 days, and that can be very frustrating, waiting those days when you're just itching to get your first book live. But once it's live, there's nothing else to do aside from beginning to promote the book in different places and get your marketing hat on and start trying to sell your book wherever you are selling it. So that is it. That's how you upload your book to KDP. I mean, how easy was that? Seriously, and how quick. It really didn't take much time. Of course, we haven't covered here keyword research, which I've mentioned before, which is super important. And the other thing we haven't covered is, the marketing side, how to promote your book, where to promote your book, etc. And the other part we haven't covered is creating your book. So for the creatives out there, I know you're not going to need that part of this process, but you can create your book anywhere. As I mentioned in my previous video, there are free online resources you can use to purchase these books or to create them. You can even create these things in Canva. But the point is, you can go ahead and create, and this is exactly how you upload your book to Amazon and start selling. So I want to know, what have you got on Amazon? Have you put anything on? Did you follow this video? How did you find it? Was it helpful? Please pop your links to your Amazon books in the comments. I'd love to go and support you and see what you're creating. So go out there and KDP away, and let me know what else you want me to film if you're really interested in Amazon KDP. What are you struggling with? What do you need to know more about? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these videos, and reach out anytime in the comments and let me know what you'd like to see more of.